Hello everybody, and week 2, we're on week 2 of year 3, and I just want to address something real quick. We'll look at recruiting and some of our offensive tackles, but I'm not ignoring your comments. I've been reading them. I just haven't been able to respond to them, partly because of the Google Plus thing and partly because I've been really busy, but I am reading your comments all the time. I'm not ignoring them, and I need to respond to some messages, so please know I'm not ignoring you. And I can't really respond to all the comments because I get a lot more comments than I used to now, but I'll do my best. But anyway, here we go. Year 3, week 2, coming off a big win at Nebraska. It's a rainy, wet, sloppy day for this in-state rivalry between Virginia and Old Dominion. The first meeting, we don't know if it'll become a true rivalry because, they're in-state rivals, but not like they don't have any history, so, we'll have to build that. We'll see if we can build something, but anyway, starting off, little option give to Harvey Taylor for about 3 on that play. 3rd and 4, a little bit later in the drive. Silva back to pass, and the crowd getting their first view at home of this redshirt freshman quarterback and the new offense that has debuted this year. So, a stalled first drive for Old Dominion will give David Watson and the Virginia Cavalier offense a chance to make their mark on this game. But Larry Alston, I told you this linebacker core was really good, and he came up for that play. And look at the pressure we get on the quarterback here. Justin Whittle knocks it down, and the receiver catches it. I thought this play was broken up. Whittle had it swatted. Number 31 there. Okay, watch this play. Knocks it down, and Jack Tacho dives in, headbutts it into the receiver's hands. This was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen because the ball warps through Weddle's stomach, off the head of Jack Tacho, into the hands. That never happens to me. Nothing like that ever happens to me. I call shenanigans on that one. That was shenanigans. But anyway, 2nd and 12. Watford gives it off to Mizell, and he's going to get about 11 yards on this run to set up 3rd and 1. Now to give to Kai Morgan, backup halfback. He's going to run over some dudes for a touchdown. And I'm still mad about that one play because that never happens to me. The ball doesn't just morph through stuff for me. And, that. But anyway, I'm going to stop complaining. Next drive for Old Dominion with stall. And look at Larry Alston. He's a heat-seeking missile. Already a 2nd tackle for a loss on the day. Boom. Right after the quarterback couldn't even hand it off to the halfback. 3rd and 9, though, and Watford's got plenty of time to throw. He finds Gamble open on a little go route there. So, jumping ahead later in the drive, 3rd and 8. Watford looks back to pass. Pressure coming from both sides, and it's Roshan Doherty, the sophomore. And Watford turn around, and right there in his face was the big linebacker. So, field goal situation. And this one is going to go just off to the right. So it remains 7-0. Virginia. Old Dominion has a chance now to get in this game still. Silva's going to find Philip Dickens. Got great hands. He's not the fastest guy on the team, but he's got great hands. And now a little option pitch to David Dixon. Number 22 had some room to work with, but he's caught from behind. So 3rd and 3. Silva looks back to pass. Rolling out, and he's going to use his legs to pick up the first down. That's why he is so special. Dual threat that we really haven't truly had at the starting quarterback position. And Harvey Taylor comes out of the backfield. And Taylor will still get a good amount of playing time. He'll come in to give David Dixon a rest here and there. So 1st and 10, and a bad throw. It's Maurice Kennedy. And Silva threw this one behind the receiver. He put it in a very bad spot, and that's why it was intercepted. And so, first error of the game for Old Dominion. 3rd and 12, though, and Watford is sacked. Almost had the safety. Travis Gonzalez came off the corner for the blitz. He was not even close to being touched there. Not picked up. Almost a safety, and great field position for Old Dominion on their next drive thanks to that play. Silva rolls out and had to just kind of throw this one into the ground. Anthony White, about a 50-yarder here with a 10-mile-per-hour wind to his back. Easily puts it through the uprights, and it's 7-3 now. here later in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 now out of the ace formation. Marcus Massey comes on a safety blitz, and Caleb Taylor makes the fumble. Andrew Everett was inches away. Andrew Everett was so close to getting that, and he couldn't. And oh my goodness, that would have forced a punting situation with a minute left. Donald Simmons muffs the punt. Rob Thompson scoops it up, and this rain seems to be all of a sudden impacting the game. The ball is just very slippery. No one can get a grip, and with 45 seconds on 2nd and 8, Silva finds Brandon Ellison, the redshirt freshman, who's going to make that play. He's turning into quite the receiver for Silva, and Silva tries to get away on this play, but he is sacked. 3rd and 21 now, time ticking inside of 10 seconds. Silva, they're just going to run a screen play to see what happens, and Dixon has room to run. He comes up short of the first down, but there's only 3 seconds left, so time to chuck and pray here. Silva's going to launch this one. He's got quite an arm, and it's going to be knocked away. Only 5 of 16 in the first half. Silva did not have quite the day that he was having against Nebraska, but there's still a half left to play. A low-scoring game in the rain, 7-3 at halftime. And here we go. We open up the second half. The Orange Cavaliers, they're very orange today. 1st and 10. David Watford back to pass, and it's dropped, and it seems just like the slippery ball is impacting everybody all of a sudden. 3rd and 10. Watford looking to pass. On the screen play, he finds Mizell, but Mizell's going to be met by a swarm of blue to stop him on that play, and it'll be Old Dominion ball starting off their first drive of the second half. Dixon for a 9-yard carry. 3rd and 2, and it's going to be the option give to Dixon. Great blocking on that play, opened up a hole for an 8-yard gain and a first down. We jump ahead now to 3rd down after a couple of incompletions and no gains. David Dixon's found out of the backfield. Does he get there? He's inches short of the first down, so close, and so they like to go for it. Silva on a quarterback sneak, and it's a little too easy. A great push by the offensive line made that happen. Silva out of the pistol, one of the new favorite formations. Old Dominion has many variations of that pistol formation. They'll use a lot of that this year. So after getting the first down, it'll be out of the wishbone. You'll see this every once in a while. Silva fumbles it. It somehow came out of his hands. I don't know if he was trying to pitch it or what happened, but it was a fumble, and this one goes Virginia's way. Yet another turnover in Virginia territory for Old Dominion. And they had a chance to go and score. So 2nd and 6, Watford gives it off to Mizell, and he punches his way for 9 and the first down. But after a false start penalty, it's 1st and 15. Watford is met, and look at that play by Galen Evans, the senior. He's having quite a day with 4 tackles, 2 for a loss, including that sack. 2nd and 20. After all that crazy turn of events, Evans slips. He slipped on his face, and Watford makes this play with his legs. Massey gets lucky that Watford tripped over his diving self, because that would have been a touchdown probably. 2nd and 12 for Virginia. Shotgun, and Alston's coming in for the blitz. Larry Alston, what a day he is having. All over the place. He's been in the backfield. 3rd and 20 now after that. And here Watford has time to throw. Anderson Miller, though, on his tail. Galen Evans. So many defenders getting into the backfield now. There seems to be problems on the offensive line for Virginia. And so that would end the drive. 1st and 10 for Josh Silva. Throwing, and it's a 2nd interception for Maurice Kennedy. Silva catches him. That's the 3rd turnover by Silva today. 2 interceptions, a fumble, and it's just not been going Old Dominion's way today. 2nd and 6 for Watford. Drops back, has time to throw it for once, and finds Justin Jackson for the first down. They would be held to a 3rd and 11 here, and the offensive line seems to be collapsing. Almost intercepted by Justin Weddle. The freshman having a good day, despite that one play that happened earlier. I don't blame him for it. And so it would be a field goal and success for Virginia, but it's still a 1-score game, 10-3. late in the third quarter. Silva gonna roll out, and one thing he's gonna have to work on is not rolling out to his right unless he's sure he's gonna take off, because he's not a right-handed. Some of you more observant viewers may have noticed he is a left-handed quarterback. It's very unusual, but it's there. Josh Silva on the triple option. Silva has room to run. Can he outrun the defenders? He can't quite do it, but a huge gain in his big run there. He tried getting the angle for the defender, cutting it off, but couldn't quite do it. Dixon cuts this one up to the middle there on 2nd and 8 for about 7. And Dixon having a good day despite everything else. David Washington comes in to give Silva a rest, and look at Dixon hard running to make it 1st and goal. A chance to tie this one up for Old Dominion. Silva back in the game on 2nd and goal. Fires in, that's knocked away, but there's a flag on the play as it is. So holding would have not been a touchdown anyway on David Dixon. So that would push this back to the 17 on 2nd and goal. Wishbone formation, give it off to Harvey Taylor. Look at that running. He's going to get it back almost to the original line of scrimmage. So 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the right side. Silva now dropping back, looking to throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And can't blame him for taking the chance there. But Old Dominion would have another chance. Their defense would hold Virginia. And so with just over 2 minutes to go, it's Philip Dickens. Still an opportunity to win, or to at least tie this game. And even maybe win it at some point. Silva finds Kevin Privideau, drops it. That was a 3rd down. And he dropped it because he would have had 1st down on that play. 4th and 8. It's all or nothing here. Silva, guys in his face, almost picked off again. Not a good day. Old Dominion had so many chances to win this game. 4 turnovers, not what you want to see, but it was definitely a game to come back to earth after that big win against Nebraska. This one definitely puts a little more sting into the season. Virginia's a good team though, so we can't necessarily knock that, but the mistakes, the turnovers have to come down, because that's what really killed this game. There you go. 10-3, a low-scoring battle in the rain. Certainly made this a little more interesting there in the stats. Silva, not bad running the ball, but the interceptions, the fumble, not good at all. 0 for 2 in the red zone, definitely not what you want either. And so there you go. There's your players of the week. Johnny Manziel looking for another Heisman this season. He's favored to win it again. But next up on the list, we have Western Kentucky in our first conference game of the season. I will see you all then.